can't imagine what they did to me.
This is what these people have been waiting for. They came here day after day. This is about freedom.
She reported without a hint of trouble for more than an hour.
And what happened then?
Our camera battery went down. And we had to stop for a moment, and suddenly Baha looks at me and says, "We've got to get out of here." Baha is not happy here?
He's Egyptian, he speaks Arabic, and he can hear what the crowd is saying.
Yes.
He understands what no one else in the crew understands.
That's right. I was told later that they were saying, "Let's take her pants off." And it's like suddenly, before I even know what's happening, I feel hands grabbing my breasts, grabbing my crotch, grabbing me from behind. I mean, it's not, you know, one person and then it stops. It's like one person and another person and another person. And I know Ray is right there and he's grabbing at me and screaming, "Lara, hold on to me, hold on to me."
As she was pulled into the frenzy, the camera recorded her shout.
Stop! And I'm screaming, thinking, if I scream, if they know, they're going to stop. You know, someone's going to stop them, or they're going to stop themselves because this is wrong. And it was the opposite. The more I screamed, it turned them into a frenzy.
Someone in the crowd shouted that she was an Israeli, a Jew. Neither is true, but to the mob it was a match to gasoline. The savage assault turned into a murderous fury.
I have one arm on Ray. I've lost the fixer, I've lost the drivers, I've lost everybody except him. And I feel them tearing at my clothing. I think my sweater was torn off completely. My shirt was around my neck. I felt the moment that my bra tore. They tore the metal clips of my bra. They tore those open. And I felt that because I felt the air on my chest, on my skin. And I felt them tear out. They literally just tore my pants to shreds. And then I felt my underwear go. And I remember looking up, when my clothes gave way, I remember looking up and seeing them taking pictures with their cell phones, the flashes of their cell phone cameras.
Ray reported that he found himself with the sleeve of your jacket in his hand. It had been completely ripped from the rest of the jacket.
I felt at that moment that Ray was my only hope of survival. You know, he was looking at me and I could see his face, and we had a sea of people between us, obviously tearing at both of us, beating us. I didn't even know that they were beating me with flagpoles and sticks and things, because I couldn't even feel that, because I think of the sexual assault was all I could feel, was their hands raping me over and over and over again.
Raping you with their hands?
Yeah.
Non-stop?
So from the front, from the back. And I didn't know if I could hold on to Ray. When I'm holding on to him, I didn't want to let go of him. I thought I was going to die if I lost hold of him.
But in that moment, Ray, a former Special Forces soldier, was torn away.
When I lost Ray, I thought that was the end. It was like all the adrenaline left my body. Because I knew in his face, when he lost me, he thought I was going to die. They were tearing my body in every direction at this point, tearing my muscles. And they were trying to tear off chunks of my scalp. They had my head in different directions.
Pulling at your hair?
Oh yeah, and not trying to pull out my hair, holding big wads of it, literally trying to tear my scalp off my skull.
ودي الحقيقة
لا مش ضربه بس، ده حصل في بعض الحالات الأخرى. في حالة شهيرة لصحفية أمريكية
لارا لوجن. لارا لوجن من أشهر الصحفيات في أمريكا، وبتعمل في محطة CBS. وكان يوم تنحي الرئيس مبارك نزلت الميدان وقعدت تصور ساعة ونص واحتفلت معانا. وأنا عايز أقول لك إنها أم لطفلين أكبرهم عنده 7 سنين، وهي راجعة من الميدان بعد ما طلعت الناس ياهموا اللي انت عارفهم بتوع معركة الجمال والناس دول اللي كانوا بيمشوا يضربوا كل الناس التفوا حواليها، وللأسف الشديد انتهكوها جنسيا واعتدوا عليها، واستمر الاعتداء حوالي 20 ساعة كاملة لغاية ما أنقذها الجيش بين الحياة والموت. ولما راحت أمريكا للأسف الشديد دي كانت نقطة سوداء في التشهير بالشعب المصري ومحاولة إطفاء شكل الكيوسك الفوضى، ولدرجة ان في مقال من المقالات وصف المصريين اللي اعتدوا عليها قال الحيوانات. فدي الحقيقة كانت محاولة، انما لسه صورة الثورة
لا ما هو اما فعلا اي حد سواء مصري او غير مصري يعمل حاجة زي كده حيوانات، ملوش وصف اخر. وانا اتمنى ان هي ممكن تكون فاكرة وجوههم او اي اشارة او اي علامة ممكن تقود الى الوصول الى المجرمين دول.
You can't imagine what they did to me.
Let's go back to Lara Logan in our Washington Bureau. Lara, I understand you have some new information as well.
Yes, you know, Russ, I can confirm at this time that the operation to get Osama bin Laden, whether it's to recover his body or to kill him, was a military-led operation. So there's clearly a high degree of cooperation between the military and the CIA on this. But people assume that this is all CIA-driven. It is not all CIA-driven. The most elite Special Operations Forces units that the United States has have been activated and involved in this.
Lara, I'm going to have to cut you off right there. Here is the President of the United States.
I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda, and a terrorist who's responsible for the murder of thousands of innocent men, women, and children.